Organizers of this year's Relay for Life say they are short of their goal for the number of participants. The annual fundraiser for the Canadian Cancer Society is this Friday, and so far 55 teams have signed up, while shy of their goal for 75.
The spring had lots to do with it. Obviously we had a long winter and the snow was out for a long time. So, and people are obviously get involved in more other activities and stuff like that.
Regardless, some 500 participants plus hundreds of volunteers will be at Bud Miller Park Friday evening.
We know that those people that are coming are there for the right reasons, and we know that they have that person, that special person in mind with that has survived cancer or that lost their battle to cancer, and that's what they're there for.
Even if you're not registered with Relay for Life, you're welcome to come down and be a part of the event.
The more people we have at the park, the better atmosphere that is given, and especially if you're coming down, make sure you're coming down before 7 p.m. because the survivor lap starts then.
So far, 125 cancer survivors are registered for the first lap. Lake hopes to have 200 signed up by Friday, and you can get more information on how to donate or get involved by heading to their website. As May inches to a close, hot summer days are just around this corner. Now, the town of St. Paul will soon have a new way to beat the heat as construction for a splash park is underway. Clayton Brown has more.
It's been over a year in the making and months of fundraising, but finally construction on a brand new splash park in St. Paul is underway.
Service clubs came together with the idea that we needed a new recreation destination in our community, and spray parks are actually pretty common now, and we were just really feeling that it was lacking in St. Paul.
The park is budgeted at $350,000 and construction is projected to be done by July 1st, but the plans entail more than just the splash park.
And the park is more than just a splash park and spray facility. It's also an outdoor fitness area for parents as they bring their kids to the splash park, and a gazebo area.
Despite that construction has already started and the plan is for the splash park to be opened on Canada Day, the project isn't completely funded, but committee members believe that won't be an issue.
We're confident that the community is going to come out and support the project. I think as people see that it's actually being built and it's not a pipe dream, but a reality.
The cost of the entire project is expected to be $450,000. In St. Paul, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
In this installment of Retrospect this week from the archives, Brian Hardy takes a look back on the damage caused by a late spring snowstorm, and plans for what would eventually become the Vic Juba Theatre were in the works.
It's the last day of May 1997 and a freak snowstorm hits the area.
A blanket of wet snow is causing havoc for local drivers. Huge amounts of the slushy white stuff has left a trail of broken branches and swaying limbs over border city streets. Over 1,000 trees were destroyed in the storm.
It'll take them the balance of this week to clean up the trees that are down. Probably next week it'll take them the best part of that week with a lift to cut off those branches that haven't totally fallen down yet.
Alberta power crews were out in full force to replace broken wires and restore power to the communities. Josephine Guzzo, NewsHour.
This week in 1991, a new theater is being planned.
Lakeland College was completed with theater facilities to seat almost 100 people, but the original plan called for much more.
Stage one was the campus main itself, stage two was the housing, and stage three was the development of the Performing Arts Theatre.
And this is how it might look with the proposed theatre occupying the west corner where space is already available. To get the ball rolling, a steering committee has been established that includes 2 members of the Lakeland College Board of Governors and 2 City of Lloydminster representatives.
We're the only game in town between Saskatoon and Edmonton, and I think we could really make a fantastic facility that everybody would benefit from.
From here, the Joint Committee will hire an architect to develop a functional design. Once the drawings are in hand by next fall, fundraising for the $4 million project can begin. Michael Higgins, NewsHour.
Join us next time for some good news for Cold Lake on Retrospect this week from the archives.